All right, everybody, this is Heath Craig and Mark Thiemann with SaleCore. We're going to be going over using broadcasting by email and text today. This is our webinar series 1.5. All right, so let's dive in here. Logged into SaleCore under the broadcasting tab on the left-hand side. And first, you can see up top here, I have broadcasting to my contacts by email or text. When you click on the email tab here on the left-hand side, it will give you the ability to select contacts by group or personal contacts. I'm going to go ahead and select contact by group, and then I can give it a group name. All right, so that's something here that you can do as well. So I'll just type in like SaleCore, and then maybe I want to send it to the SaleCore sales team or something like that. So again, you can just select the group audience here, and then you have the title. So with the email, this will be the actual email title that goes out. Okay, so let me give you an example here. Here is a just listed broadcast that I created, and you'll see here, this is the title that I created for it. Just listed 4701 North Meridian Avenue, number 621 Miami Beach, Florida. Okay, and then you can see here, this is the broadcast email. I've got, the pricing, the address. I have a video virtual tour of the property, and then I have some photos here for the clients to view, along with the description, my contact information, my email signature, and then view more details, which will then drive them right back to the listing detail of the listing. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you how to build this email in broadcast as well. So I'll go ahead again and just log in here. I'm just going to copy that title there. You can see there it is, right? And then I can go ahead and save it as a draft if I want. I can also go over to the body content here up top, and this is the control panel to actually build out the email. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hide floating here for a second. Okay, so that everybody can see the video as well. So you can see here, I've got different structures. So these are in the blue are the structures, and you can set them into different structures here. You can just left click with your mouse and pull and drag and drop the different structures in. Okay. Again, I can just grab different structures to add to my email, making it very easy to build out. Now, what I'm going to do is show you here. Let's say I wanted to add a photo or content. I can do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it as text here, because eventually I'm going to put more content in here, and then I'm going to put more content here. And in order to paste in here, I need to then save it first in order to paste later. So I'm going to save this again as a draft. So there it is. Okay. And you can see that email versus text. So now I want to edit that email. So again, it just brings me up into the general info and then the body. Okay, now you can see I can also drag different controls here, which are called blocks. Okay, these are little content controls. So one that I want to put in is video. So I'm just going to, again, just grab and drop that over. So I just left click and pull it over. Now when I select the video control block, you'll see that I could put in a YouTube video or a Vimeo right here. So I already have the video here, okay? So I'm just going to click and find where is that link. It's right here. I'm just going to copy the YouTube link here. And all I have to do is go back over and paste that right here. And now, presto, that video will pop in right here. Okay, just like that. Okay, so something that I might want to put down here is, remember the text comments from the listing, or I might want to put up top here. So again, I'm just going to grab this content that I already have in here just to make it a little easier. I'm going to remove the text and then presto. Now again, this controls like colors, bolding, text size. So, go ahead and, you can check all this out as to what you want there. Whichever colors, how do you want it to stand out? You can use the merge tags here on the right hand side. So if you want to merge content to them, like what if I wanted to say hi and their first name from the contact database I just listed. If you want their actual name to populate into the actual email, you can do that with the field merge tags here on the right. Okay, so take a look at all the different merge tags that come from your actual contacts in your CRM. Okay, so that's something super important here. So now let's take a look maybe at the bottom that, again, I wanted to add my signature. So again, I can remove that, go back up to merge tags, go to my signature, and then now my signature will automatically populate right there. Now, again, let's go back over to structures. Maybe I want to add more structures in here for photos of the listing. I can do that as well. Now, what I recommend is also make sure you're saving your work as a draft. I'm going to save it as well, or I could preview it, but I like to save it every once in a while just so to make sure I don't lose my work. Okay, so again, I can just go over, click on edit, click on body, and you can see fairly quickly we're building out our just listed email marketing blast through broadcast. Now, this would be if I want to select an image. Now, I have already uploaded some images in here as well. Okay, so again, I can do that, or I can go to the listing. I can save these images if I want as well. All right, so that's something. Again, I'm trying to build just listed to get them back to my website, for one, to view this listing, but also I recommend having registration set on my website so that I'm going to require them to register before they actually view the listing, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me show you kind of an example of that. When you're over here and you're on the listing, let's say they click on one of the images, that will take them right back to the site and again require them to register to see the details. The reason I'm doing that is I want to capture their information just in case they haven't registered, right? So I went ahead and registered. Now I can see the information. That lead then falls right into my SaleCore CRM and is routed to me as a text lead notification. Okay. Now, let's say, your client gets the broadcast just listed from you and they forward that to their friends and family. Now, all of a sudden, they click on any of the links, drives them back to your website to view the listing, and presto, you have just generated a broadcast email referral. Okay. So that's, again, extremely important there, right? Is generating referrals from your actual broadcasts that are going out. Okay. So again, I can just, grab any images here I want, or I can upload images into the system with the image manager here on the left-hand side. So let's go ahead and let me show you that here real quick. Let's go back over to the listing. Let's say I wanted to save this image to just going to save this one photo just to show you guys real quick. And then I'm going to go over to images. And you can see here's the image, right, that I just uploaded. And then you can see that it inserted it here, right here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one. And then again, I can add more. But what I want to show you is how to link this photo back over to the detail page of my listing. Okay, so let's, here's the listing, right? I'm just going to show you, see the URL. I'm going to copy that URL. I'm going to go over here to links and I'm going to paste that in. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and save it as a draft. Okay, so now I have, click on edit, body. Now I have the information on the property. I have the video. I have a photo in here. I'm going to remove that structure. And again, I can click on preview to view it. Then if I want to send this to myself as a test, I can just click on here, Heath@SaleCore.com. It's send as a test. Okay. Now that goes over, I can view it before I'm actually going to send it out. I'm also, going to show you the body info, right? Remember the body info here. So maybe I want to put in property information description, property description. All right, so again, I can just, now remember, here it says text. Remember, see, I can't paste in here until I actually save the content box. So I save it. Now I can edit it, go over to body, and now I can actually paste in that actual box there. And then there you go. So again, now maybe I want another structure box. And then maybe I want to put the comments here. Again, I'm going to save it. Now, typically I'll do all this right at the beginning, but I want to show you guys, make sure you know how to do that specific feature so that later on you won't forget. So again, I'm just going to copy that content there. And I'm going to hit paste. Now, another box I might want is, maybe I want a a button, right? So we've got these little buttons here you can add. You just, again, anytime I want a specific tool here on the left-hand side, like video or social integration, text menus, anything, I just grab them and drop. So, or more information, right? And then again, I can put the link. I go back over to the property address, copy the URL. Again, I want to focus on driving my clients back to my website to see that property, right? As well, right? And obviously try to generate referrals from this email going out. Okay. Again, I'm going to go ahead and save it as a draft. Now, I think I showed you, how to build the email. Let's also go over here to body. Let me open this up. What if you wanted to set this as a template? You could save it as a template, right? Create template. And then you can give it a template name, right? Just listed, something like that. And then I just hit save template. So now I can just use that ongoing in my templates at any time. So it'll just auto develop that content for me automatically, just listed template, right? So if you want to have your own special headers or anything that you want to put in there, save it as a template and all that information will automatically be populated. Okay, so we'll go a little bit more into that as well. So that is a just listed using the broadcasting email. Let's go ahead and review everything here real quick. So we have contact group. I selected my group name. I gave it a title. I went over to body. I added structures here, and I added blocks, which are the specific tools that will make it easy for me to embed the content into my email. Okay, again, make sure you have, if you're using the signature tool, make sure that you have your signature set in your email settings. Okay, that is over here on the left hand side under settings and email and social. And you can see here that I have my email signature here, which is in HTML. Okay, and if you can see here, here's my HTML that is embedded in there. And then I have selected my personal website as my email website so that everything drives back right to my website, especially like listing alerts. Okay, so that is just listed broadcast. Again, I'm going to click on here to body. Now I'm ready to send it. Again, I just scroll down here to send, and I click on the send button, and that will send that out. So I select send and then send now. And then presto, it comes up over here on the left-hand side as a broadcast just listed that goes out to that group. Okay, and this will be the reporting here of who it actually went out to. Okay, so now as I select it, I can see that it went out to 2 contacts so far. Okay, and if I click on the details, this will give me all of the reporting on the specific broadcast as well. And I can see that actually Mark got the message. So let me go over to my email and show you guys here real quick. Okay, I just got the email. And now I'm viewing the email. Okay, so now when I refresh, you can see that I can see the reads, okay? And now when I click on read, it tells me that Heath read the email, okay? And if I click over here on the right-hand side under view, it will show me the email that he read. And if I click on status timeline, it will show me how many times he read the email. 2 times. Okay, so that's the reading of the email and giving you some stats. Great. All right. So again, great reporting because now I can drive right over to the client record for Heath and I can text him or email him directly. Okay, I don't have to email the entire group. I can click on email and start another correspondence with him by email, being I know that he was interested in that property, or maybe I want to send a text at this point. Hi Heath, would you like to go see, or would you like to schedule a showing of Meridian? All right, boom. So that quick, you were able to communicate with the client from seeing that they viewed that. When you're sending these broadcasts out, you have got to be ready to start the communication in the lead generation right then and there. Okay, so I just got a text from Heath. So I just responded from my cell phone to the text message. And now you can see that the actual correspondence is right here. I just said, yes, let's go see the property at 3 p.m. Okay. Again, now you can click on the correspondence here. Okay. And respond. Great. That sounds great. That sounds great. Let's meet at the property. Okay. So let's jump over to broadcast. Hopefully that gives you a good understanding of how to use broadcasting. Email, I want to show you the same thing with texting as well. I have built a text campaign, broadcast campaign for Meridian property as well. Okay, you can see here I have the body, the recipient's name added, and I have a title. This title does not go out to the client or the clients when it's sent out, okay? But I did select the group, so I'm going to show you here. Let's go over to broadcast to my contacts by text. I'm going to click on new text. I'm going to select group. Again, I'm going to select the SaleCore sales team group, and I'm going to put a title again of "47 Meridian." This is just to remind me what it's called. Okay, now I select the body. I can insert their name or any other fields here if I want. And then I'm going to put some content in here as well. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and save it again as a draft. And then now it pops up right here on the right-hand side. Okay. So I'm going to again go over to the one that I had before. Now, do you see where I have this little tiny URL here? Let me show you that. I got this little tiny URL here that sends me over to the listing URL. So if you go to type in like a tiny URL, this little tool will give you the ability to create a little short URL for your listing URL. So again, I can just copy this URL, go over to the tiny URL, paste it in here, make tiny URL, and then hit copy, and it made this cool little tiny URL for me. So just like that right there. So again, I'll go over to my broadcast email. I'll hit body, and just listed URL. Maybe I want to put the whole property address in here as well. So just like that. Very, very simple. Okay. Heath just listed 47 Meridian Avenue, Miami Beach, Florida, along with the URL. Let me know if you want to schedule a showing. Now, I love this one. Let me know if you or a friend want to schedule a showing, right? Maybe that will entice them to send this to their friends. Again, generating you another broadcast text referral. You know how big I am at wanting to generate referrals, right? And so that's right there. So now this is again ready to send out as a text broadcast. So I simply just go over to the body, select it, and you'll see the drop down. I can preview it, I can send it. Again, I can build another template if I want, just like an email. I can schedule it. I'm going to go ahead again, and I'm going to send it. And now, presto, I just got the text of the listing. Okay. So I just got the broadcast text. Now, again, that's all automated, right? Goes to, if you have 100 contacts, 1,000 contacts, it's going to send that text message out to them. It's going to pull right from their text notification. And there you go. Now, something that I want to stress to you guys is making sure that under contacts, you know that you got to have their, under primary number, you got to have their mobile number, and you have to select mobile in order to text them a broadcast or to text them right from the system, right? So again, I got right on my phone the little text message there, and now I got the little hot link, and I can, again, sends me right to the listing right from the text. Okay, so that's again a great way for you to generate more referrals, more traffic back to your website, generating more leads, more clients, more referrals, and more repeat business. Always be thinking about the referrals when you're doing anything with SaleCore. How do I generate referrals? Okay. Very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open up for any questions that you might have during the overview of broadcast. And I'm going to go ahead and also just stop the recording here real quick.